yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself,
and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Hey, 626.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And out of bounds right around the 20. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Red, up. Gotta go.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Room to run past midfield. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
There you go, you see it? Hey, 18.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
You see it? 18. Up, 180. Red, up.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Zoom.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And as a defender, if you're going with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that, but to have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Mike Daniels in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught. It's White for a Bears touchdown. Kevin White, 44 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, under-throwing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Kaiser going to try the sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We are going.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Got a man, that's Allison. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Over here. Zoom. Hey, check 26.
Rodgers now on first down. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 51 yards. And the Packers are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What, 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Now it's Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable for any offense.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Let's go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Reds up. Reds up. Gotta go.
On first down, Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Trubisky now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Gotta go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Parkey with the extra point. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now the Packers get set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Get reset. Hey, easy. And 319.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Steps, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack able to drop him for a loss of 4. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Hey, check 26. Zoom. 319.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
319.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Hey, check 26.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Yeah, Liz. Jumbo!
Rodgers now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And left side here, it's Graham. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Rodgers now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. And again, it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Oko, over here. 319.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to go up. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Crosby on now to kick it away. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Space to maneuver at the 40. And Miller with it over the middle. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
With that type of force on contact, as an ex-DB, I expected the ball to come free. I really did. I thought that was going to be an incomplete pass. I've got to admire him catching it, taking the hit, and getting the first down.
Well, anytime on those crossing routes, middle third of the field, you know there's a possibility of a hit like that.
And just think, if you can do that as a receiver, what that does for you and your quarterback's relationship, his confidence in him has got to be super high, and he'll look for him every time on those big third down plays.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They pitch out to Howard. Oh, good move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Let's go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Being chased out left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Gotta go. 18.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup of 6 there on first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
We're go. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bears will extend their lead. Harkey adds the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Throwing on first down. Rodgers lets this one rip toward Graham. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Rodgers to his tight end Graham on a big one. 47 yards.
Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26. Zoom.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And that is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears will get the football back. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the script of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Hey, 18. Up. 180. Red, up.
Now Trubisky on first down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jimmy Graham, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
Gotta go.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Throwing here, Trubisky. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Here's Trubisky. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now it's Trubisky. Gets past one man. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Move. Hey, gotta go. Hey, gotta go. Move.
Throwing now is Trubisky. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them